both teams to make their way to the benches, please. Both teams. Syria and Qatar. Currently, Iran sits on top of Group E with 3
Welcome
wins.
along to Doha. It's game day 4 of the 2022 FIBA Asia Cup qualifying campaign. And here in Group E, Iran are looking to officially secure their place at the tournament finals as they face a Syria side currently in a 3-way tie for the all-important second spot. Anton Long, a very warm welcome to the Al Gharafa Sports Club here in Qatar. Elsewhere in Group E, today the other two nations, Qatar and Saudi Arabia, will face off later on. We've seen the previous results from this second window as well, which took place on Saturday. And behind Iran at the top, it is so tight and tense. At the halfway point of this qualifying campaign, a three-way tie at 1 and 2 for second, third and fourth place. Each position ultimately bringing a very different outcome. Second will automatically qualify for the 2022 Asia Cup. Third will advance to a final qualifying tournament. Fourth will have their qualification hopes eliminated.
Behind Iran, they had a one win over Saudi Arabia, 75-70, and one loss against Iran, 94-48.
We're ready for the introduction of the two sets of players. The tip-off slightly delayed here, only by a few minutes.
The first match of winner 2 last Saturday night, Syria lost in a thriller to Qatar, 79-72.
Iran arrive at this contest a perfect 3-0 so far. Just one more win from their final 3 games will officially punch their ticket to the Continental Grand Stage in 2022. So they want to get the job done here today before the third window takes place in February. Syria's position is far more precarious, along with the other 2 teams in this group. Just 1 and 2 so far. Any win would be a gigantic boost to their chances.
Depending on the outcome of this first match.
Syria will be in the white kits today, Iran in the red. Just about ready for the official introductions. Shahintab is the head coach of Iran, his team ready to go. Iranian basketball has seen an astronomical rise in recent years. They've not won a single medal at the Asian Championships before 2007. They have since been crowned continental champions at 3 of the last 6 tournaments. Most recently in 2013, before that in 2009, and then with that first medal in 2007. Bronze in 2015, silver in the last edition in 2017, when they lost the final to Australia in Lebanon. So they're 3-0 so far. They battered Syria in game 1 in Tehran, shooting 56% inside, 36% on the perimeter, moving the ball for 23 assists. They were dominant on the boards, tenacious on defense as well, 12 steals and 6 block shots. And then came another huge win by 43 over Qatar, in which they shot an even better 68% inside, 39% from beyond the arc. They dished another 24 assists. And then on Saturday, they finished strong to down Saudi Arabia by 7, their closest game so far. They just edged several of the key categories. Their perimeter defense crucial in holding the Saudis to just 3 of 20 for 15% on the outside.
And the head coach, Shahintab, and his assistant, Varzad Kuhiyan. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Iranian
the
national
head coach of Iran.
team.
And now we're ready for the introduction of Syria.
Team Syria by number and name.
In much more desperate need of a win. 1 and 2 so far. They got hammered in Iran, of course, to start their campaign, losing by 46 points to today's opponents. They were bested in every major statistical category, but most significantly being out-rebounded 19-7 on the offensive glass. They committed 20 turnovers, which was double Iran. But then came a 70-75 overtime win over Saudi Arabia. They were battered on the boards and committed plenty of turnovers again, but this time they shot the ball much better to claim a vital win. And then on Saturday, they lost that momentum, losing by 7 here to Qatar, 79-72. They actually took care of the rebounding numbers in that game for the first time in this campaign. 18 offensive rebounds, but they committed 19 turnovers, and they shot a torrid 6 of 27 for just 22% from three-point range. Trey Cal is the key player for them, and he's the big difference for the American coach Joe Salerno and his team, the naturalized American on the roster for this window. He didn't play against Iran in game 1. We'll pause now for the 2 national anthems.
of Syria. Your referees tonight from Lebanon.
Here we go, we're just about ready to go as we see your officiating team for this contest here in Qatar today.
And from Jordan,
Syria against Iran. Iran, without doubt, strong favourites with the 100% record in the group. Syria, though, have that added X factor in the form of Trey Cal, as we see the starting five for Iran first. Rick Khalid led them with 27 points and 9 assists on Saturday. There's a look at the bench as well. Mohamed Jamshidi's the other key player for them. He had 19 points on Saturday, as well as 15.5 on average in the first window. Starting five for Syria, which does inevitably include that man Trey Cal, the 24-year-old American who put up 35 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists and 2 steals in 35 minutes on Saturday, when he shot 11 of 21 from the field and 12 of 16 from the line. This is very much his team, but having so much involvement on offense could limit the numbers of others in comparison to the first window. Salerno and his team trying to find the right balance today. It would gladly take another sizable stat line like that one that they saw on Saturday from Trey Cal. Trey Cal actually played under coach Joe Salerno when he finished last season as the finals MVP, leading Moncton Magic to the Canada NBL Championship. He scored 41 points, along with 9 rebounds, 6 assists and 3 steals in the final game, the championship game, to secure the trophy. Joe Salerno, the American head coach, has been able to draft the American into this Syrian roster. He's the man that Iran don't really know about in terms of the previous confrontation between these two, but Iran were dominant back in game one. Comfortable win for them, 94-48.
Qatar 2022.
He had 5 scorers in double figures in that one, led by Jamshidi's 19 points. 14 for Hamid Haddadi, who's not involved in this second window. He couldn't join due to China's travel restrictions, and they are without 2 of their biggest scorers from the first 2 games. Reza Afar is not available as well. Those two combined to average 27 points over the first window, he and Haddadi. Syria have Cal, so Syria have a chance. Samed Bayrami also missing for Iran due to a recent COVID infection. Still, they will be strong favourites, but does just hint at evening the playing field a little bit. Gelati and El Hamwi for Syria, their top scorers in that first meeting between these two, both had just 11 points. Syria have never made a World Cup or Olympics. They have competed though at the Asia Cup on 6 occasions. Finished as high as 4th back in 2001 in Shanghai. They were 10th overall in Lebanon in 2017 when Iran won the silver. A huge chasm though between these two in terms of their qualities, histories and world rankings. Syria 95th in the FIBA world rankings. Iran, of course, as one of the top teams on the continental stage. Well and truly the favourites here today, but we've seen plenty of upsets so far across all of the qualifiers in this window. Iran 22nd in the world, up against Syria 95th. 3-time Asian champions sitting pretty at the top of their qualification pile. One more win and the reigning silver medalists go back to the big stage. Syria desperate to go to their 7th continental championships. Hope they can carry their fight to the final window with what would have to be a remarkable upset win. It's Iran who start with the ball. And they'll have to work hard on defense, Syria, that's a given. And they force an early turnover there. Tofek Salah disrupting as the pass came into Garamipur. Just 11 seconds weren't bad for Syria. There's a long way to go. They're going to get themselves up and running with a score. Bakar. Here is their main man, Trey Cal, spins baseline, gets the mid-range jumper to go. Perfect start for Syria. Defensive stop and an offensive conversion for Cal. Mashiyeki across to the far side. They move it around the perimeter. Corner 3, far side, knocked down and Iran up and running. Yuk Khalid, as their main weapon, responds to the challenge laid down by Trey Cal. The two players who had gigantic games on Saturday already on the board here today. Tough shot there, battling through from Bakar, and Iran now can look to build momentum. Jamshidi, he had a big game as well on Saturday, moves it inside, up against 2, little hesitation in the paint, and a score for Garamipur. The 2'14", 28-year-old centre born in the UK. Aaron Garamipur. Iran have scored 5 without reply. Have a chance to continue their streak. 3-point shot, far side, won't go down, long rebound, grabbed by Bakar. Quickly down the floor. Cavalry arriving. Screen set on the perimeter to the foul line. Back out. Gilati. He misses. Chance to go in transition now for Iran instead. Wide open 3 in the corner. Taken on, but off the mark by Jamshidi. Bounce pass in transition. Here comes Cal. He's not going to miss those. Trey Cal with all 4 of Syria's points. After 35 on Saturday. Open look for 3 for Iran. They can't take it. Northern Syria save it on their baseline though. Iran taking plenty of 3s early on. They're only 1 of 4 on the outside. 2.5 minutes in. It's a 1-point Iranian lead. Garamipur, he's got a basket to go on the inside already. That time mid-ranger off the mark. Syria's defense doing the job at the moment. Cal's pass down the floor, deflected out of bounds. Big thumbs up from the coach. Positive start. While Gilati to inbound. Trey Cal around the high screen. Cal, step back, three-point shot. Got it! That's why they call him Trey. A couple already from Trey Cal. Syria ahead. And in fact, he's got all 7 of their points. Slicing through the defense and drawing the foul on Cal. Around at the other end, that's a big way to stopping Cal, get him in foul trouble. It's his first. He really won't want to pick up a second foul in this opening quarter. So a challenge for Joe Salerno on the Syrian bench to manage the minutes, perhaps of Trey Cal, who played 35 of the 40 minutes on Saturday. Syria by 2. Looking to volley the ball towards the basket, and doing so admirably, Garampor. He scored again on the inside. He's got 4 of Iran's 7. We're knotted up. And the ball picked off. Here come Iran in transition. Cavalry arriving left and right, and the score for the lead. A costly turnover. Yükselied with the finish. It was Aaron Garamipor who scored a couple of baskets, that time coming up with a defensive play, picking the pocket of his opponent. Cal going back to work inside. Offensive rebound, if they can grab it, they do. Sadir down on the deck, moves it back out. Bakar trying to float one, doesn't go. Garamipor with a rebound now. He's doing a bit of everything. Pocket of space opens up, and Mashayeki moves into it and floats one. Tough passage of play the last minute or so for Syria. Missed shot, turnover. A foul on Cal, and a couple of Iranian baskets. And trying to thread the eye of the needle there towards Trey Cal. Gilati spotted the gap, but it was off the toes of Garamipor, who again got something in the way. He's been key for Iran. Four and a half minutes in, Iran by 4. A 46-point defeat for Syria in the first meeting between these two. Sadir shook off the defense and had the opportunity to shoot the 3. Had he taken that approach, wanted to move it on around the perimeter instead. Always looking for Trey Cal. Yükselied with the foul. Iran's first. Going to work. Edge of the paint. Salah across to the far side. Wide open look for the 3. They make it count. Syria back within a whisker. Jamil Sadir, as somebody else gets on the scoreboard for them for the first time. His 3 adding to the 7 from Cal. Across the midway point of the opening quarter. Garamipor seeing so much of it, draws the near triple team, kicks it back out. Shot on the perimeter falls short. Cal with the rebound. And a chance now to go through the gears and attack the Iranian defense all the way through. He'll go to the line for 2. Trey Cal a chance to give Syria the lead. Foul by Garamipor. Second foul on Iran. First on Garamipor. In his first professional year, Cal started in the Bosnian League before moving midway through the season to the Canada NBL. The Moncton Magic playing under coach Joe Salerno. And had that remarkable finish, the finals MVP awards 41 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists and 3 steals to see them lift the championship. Range 2 for Iran, falls short again. A couple of missed shots in a row now for them, an opportunity for Syria to build momentum. Cal getting them level from the line, only making 1 of 2 though. Ball stripped away from Bakar. Ramport. Hassanzadeh hands it off. Jamshidi back to Hassanzadeh. Baby hook. Soft touch finish falls for the number 7. He averaged 10 points over the first window. Hassanzadeh and only took 2 shots on Saturday to score just 2 points in 24 minutes, but he did have a big contribution on the defensive end. Here's Cal, pirouette into the paint, ran into traffic and got fouled, and he'll go back to the line again. Putting Mashieki in the spin cycle one way, then the other. Trey Cal before being confronted by the big body of Hassanzadeh. Chance to get Syria level from the line again for Cal, who was only 1 of 2 on that previous trip, but he's got 8 of their 11 points. Add 1 more to that tally. Been able to avoid the second foul for the last 3 minutes or so as well. Be a huge boost for Joe Salerno's team. Trey Cal could go the rest of this quarter without picking up the second foul. 13-13. Double figures for him already. Oh, tough shot. And Yükseli gets it to go with the contact for a chance at a 3-point play. Pressed against the baseline, forced away by the big body of Al-Hamwi. Al-Hamwi, the 2'20" centre, 7'3". Still, Yükseli, the 191 guard, was able to hit the shot. He completes the 3-point play as well. Around by 3. 3 minutes and change remaining in the first quarter. Cal fires to the corner, putting the ball on the floor. Here's Sadir. Looking back out for Cal again. Shot clock's down to the final 5 now. Cal looking to show a limited range, falls short. Did have time to spare to try and get closer to the perimeter. So confident in his own shooting ability. Jamshidi, little shake and bake dribble to the far corner. Driving down the baseline, lost the handle on the ball, trying to recover it and flick it across to Yükseli, but out of bounds as Syria work hard to block the passing lanes. Only 4 left on the shot clock. The Mehran Shahintab's team to work with. Jamshidi to inbound. Plenty of movement as they try and get the quick shot. Back to Jamshidi, he'll work behind the screen on the perimeter, pulls the trigger on a 3, misses it. Towering take on the boards for the giant centre Al-Hamwi. 2.5 to play in the first. Syria within touch. Gelati. The crossovers one way then the other, trying to edge his way into the paint. There just wasn't any room to breathe. The ball knocked away. And a wrestling match down on the deck to try and come up with the possession. It's happened on a few occasions for Syria that when they try and get inside to get close to the basket, they run into traffic and have the ball picked off.
Syria trailing by 2 points, Iran leading 15-13.
We've just had an announcement in the arena that the score is 15-13, but we're seeing 16-13 to Iran. It's Cal off the inbound for 3, no. Rebound secured by Hassanzadeh. I think 13-16 is the correct score. Oh, big attack down the runway. The takeoff from Mohamed Hassanzadeh. It opened up, and boy did he make the room count with the one-handed hammer. Around by 5. Here's Al Jabi. Bounce pass to the far side. Open look to try and respond. They miss. Get the offensive rebound though and a foul. Syria have to be careful over the final 97 seconds now of this quarter that a little gap doesn't materialise. Down by 5. They could do with a big finish. Here's a look at that play again. Round the corner, away from the double team. The pass from Garamipur. And his teammate was arriving with power, pace and purpose. Iran have just picked up their 4th foul of the quarter. Al Jabi at the line. Averaged only 3.5 points in 16.5 minutes through the first 2 qualifiers when he shot just 2 of 8 from the field. He then didn't play on Saturday in game 3. We're going to give this just an inbounding situation. Maybe felt that they were, and there's still things to check. They're going to have to get this sorted out. It looked like we were going to have free throws. And then they lined up for an inbound. There's a bit to sort out at the scorer's table. We haven't seen any change to the score, despite that announcement in the arena that Iran actually had 1 point less than they have on the graphic that you can see at the bottom of your picture. You just wondered if they'd changed a 3 to a 2 at any point, but I don't think that is the case. We are going to have an inbound situation. 97 seconds remaining in the quarter. Syria down by 5, trying to make it a 1-possession game again. Merjana fires it in. Really nice pass, bullet pass into Sheikh Ali, who was lurking just in off the baseline. 3-point gap as we approach the final minute of the first. Yuk Shalid. The far side, they swing it around the perimeter to the corner. Bounce pass through the eye of the needle. Ripped away mid-air though. Syria could produce a strong finish to the first. Trying to get the defense up in the air, moving it back then was Sheikh Ali, who just scored that basket on the previous possession, and a foul. And that will send Syria to the line. Iran are at the limit. Not in my house, says the 2 meters 20 centre, Abdul Wahab Al-Hamwi. He's at the line now. Averaged 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists and 1.5 blocks through the first window of qualifiers when he shot 7 of 14 from the field, but then had just 3 points, 3 rebounds and a block on Saturday. Only took 2 shots, hit 1 of them. 1 of 2, hit the stripe there. Syria within 2. Getting to the line on a more regular basis than Iran. Final 45 seconds of the first hit. Prodding and probing and pulling the trigger on the perimeter, but off the mark. Mashieki. Syria can look to tie, or maybe even take the lead here. It's Cal! A Trey Cal clinic in the first quarter. 12 points for him. Syria back level. 18-18. And he's got 12 of their 18. 20 seconds to play in the first. Far side, good look for 3 to try and get back ahead, and a foul on the shot. He was falling short from Mashieki, but he was fouled as he took it on, and will go to the line for 3.
18-18.
Kel's on course to surpass the 35 he had on Saturday on his first Syrian appearance. 12 here in the first quarter. His team still behind though. Mashieki cool and composed at the stripe. Makes 3 of 3. Shot clock turned off at the end of the quarter. Syria want to manage the clock here. Kel. 8 to shoot. Back out to the perimeter it goes. They get the 3. It's a decent look, and they tie the game again. The Syrian surge continues, that time beating the buzzer. They have matched Iran every step of the way over the first 10 minutes.
It's a 21-21 match.
21-21 at the end of the first. Rami Merjana with the big 3, the 36-year-old veteran. Huge celebrations all over the court from those in Syrian white. They worked it to perfection. And then after the big dunk from Cal, it took his tally to 12 points. That was off the assist from Merjana, who then came up with the buzzer-beating 3.
The loser could slip into fourth spot, and the winner could climb into second. A reminder for our journalists, please don't forget to send your questions via the provided WhatsApp number. We look forward to your participation. This is, of course, for the pre-press.
Look at the numbers, 21-21 at the end of 10 minutes. And Iran dominating on the inside at 7 of 10, but only 1 of 7 on the perimeter, where Syria have knocked down 3. Syria getting to the line to score more and take more free throws as well. And you can keep in touch with all of the news and all of the numbers on the official app, available to download for free. It was a fascinating first quarter. High octane, high scoring. Iran strong favourites here. A perfect 3-0 record at the top of the group. Opened up several leads. But Syria have got an extra weapon this time around in the form of Trey Cal. And he has been pouring it in. 12 points in the opening 10 minutes for Cal. Not just that, but after picking up an early foul, Cal was able to resist picking up a second. That will allow him to play more minutes. That was the biggest moment on the highlight reel in the first, without a doubt. Hassan Zada down the runway for the big one-hand throwdown. Second quarter underway here. Early shot over the top of the backboard. Not the way Iran wanted to start. This team are in for a fight this evening. Merjana, high entry pass to the giant, wriggles free, and he's fouled on his route to the rim. Such a big target in the low post. El Hamwi. And Syria's previous win in this campaign in game 2, he had a game-high 3 blocks and a team-high 8 rebounds. There's been a presence at both ends of the floor so far in this one. It's a game in which Syria really do need each and every point they can possibly muster, though. There's 2 of 4 at the line now. Syria ahead. They've trailed by 5 points. Only led by as many as 2. And that was with the first basket of the game. El Hamwi's there to disrupt. Second chance scoring opportunity for Iran, though. Open look on the perimeter. They move it back out to the corner. Onto the interior they go for the higher percentage shot. Follow-up won't fall, though, after the miss from Davar Pana. No score yet in the second for Iran. Merjana. And a foul. Second foul on Yuk Shalid as well, so one of Iran's key players picks up a second. We're seeing Garamipour go to the bench though to check that foul is on Yak Shalid. Syria have the ball. Alosh. It's a long way down for Al-Hamwi. Able to grab it in the end, moving it on. I don't think they get it away in time, or do they? No. Jana's strung it. It won't count. Shot clock expires before he pulls the trigger. Still no score for Iran. Just trying to look at the foul trouble situation for you. Give you an update in a moment. Merjana around Al-Hamwi. He gets it back on the perimeter looking for the handoff. Merjana on the move. Takes the three. Misses it. A battle for the boards, but Iran will come away with it. 2 minutes without a score for them. At the start of the second, they'll try and change that here. Wide open for the three and making it count. Davar Pana. Iran back ahead by 2. So actually for them, it's Garamipour who's gone to the bench on 2 fouls. Hassan Zada on 2 fouls as well, and Yuk Shalid. So 3 players on 2 fouls for Iran, including a couple of their key players. Nobody on more than 1 foul so far for Syria. 2.5 minutes into the second quarter, Syria down by 2. Powell with the missed shot. His first attempt of the quarter. And that's an offensive foul on the perimeter against Mirzait Al-Poshti. Moves on the screen. In backdoor momentarily, blocked off under the hoop though. Here's Cal then, off the pass from Jana, able to back it in. Trey Cowell's first basket of the second, Syria back level. To the elbow, far side it goes from Hossein Zada, 3-point shot will go. Iran back ahead again. Big outpouring of emotion from Rostampour as he hits that shot. They know they're in for a fight here this evening. They'll try and work it to the corner. Syria deflected out of bounds though. And that offensive foul a couple of possessions ago from Iran was their 3rd foul of this second quarter as well, so that may benefit coach Joe Salerno and his team. Salah to inbound. To inbound deep where it's picked up by Sadir. And then Kel, meandering dribble into the paint, far side. Step in, long range 2, rejected from behind, grabbed again, shot clock winding down, they get it away. Rattles halfway down, back out again. And a big rebound for Iran. So close to falling, just wouldn't drop. Rostampour in the end with the rebound. Very tight in pretty much every category. It opens up for the left-hand layup for Mirzait Al-Poshti. So Iran tie the largest lead of the game at 5, 14 minutes in. Alosh. Merjana. Always looking for Cal, baseline. Trying to skip down the line, turns it over, looking to kick to the perimeter. Iran looking to build momentum here. Lost it on the way through, but it will remain in their hands. Rostanpour has injected plenty of energy into Iran at both ends of the floor. There's the layup that stretched the lead to 5 from Mirza Talal-Poshti. Iran looking to make this the out-and-out largest lead of the game. Jamshidi. Mirza Talal-Poshti, lovely pass to the far side, bounce pass as well. Off the window it falls for Rostanpour. Lovely Iranian basketball. Largest lead at 7. Rostanpour continues to do his thing since coming in. Turned over by Syria. Iran at pace on the fast break, skipping through the paint and finishing on the reverse. Mohammad Jamshidi. Iranian ignition here in the second quarter as they look to race away. They've turned it on and they lead by 9 at the midway point of the period. Not just that, but a chance to extend it to double figures for the first time, and they do. It was a technical foul called on the Syrian team. Was it on the bench? We'll have a timeout at the midway point of the second quarter. Syria have done so well for so long to keep up with Iran. Several ties, coming back from 5 down to level, but now they trail by 10. Iran have gone on a run.
Just a reminder to thank our sponsors and partners for this magnificent event, the Qatar Olympic Committee, Qatar Basketball Federation, Qatar 2022, Discover Qatar, long-term partners are McDonald's, Qatar Living,
Largest lead of the game at 10 points. Have Syria got a second wind to try and reel Iran back in? They start with the ball off the back of the timeout. Kel to the far side, midway point of the quarter. And a foul called, the 4th on Iran. Here in the second quarter, he's not happy about it. There's 5 minutes to play, and any further fouls now from the Iranian defense will send Syria to the foul line, shooting foul or not. Route back in for Joe Salerno and his team, perhaps. Salah, Sadir, directing traffic, finding Kel. All scoring has dried up here in the second. And they're blocked off again on the interior. Iran are dominant in that department. Syria turning the ball over again, and they're shooting under 40% from 2-point range. By contrast, Iran are shooting around 50%. Here comes Syria off the turnover though. Bakar, high off the window, offensive rebound. They get that one to go with some good work on the inside. Gelati, only their 4th offensive rebound of the game. Makes it an 8-point game. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Deep 3-point shot, Iran, back iron. Rebound secured by Sadir. And that last basket sparked Syria back into life on offense. A foul on the shot as Cal got it to go just off the free throw line. He was caught. And we'll go back to the line for 2. Second foul on Davar Pana. But before we have the foul shots, we'll go back to the benches. Chance for Syria to close the gap to 6.
Pre-press conference questions on the number provided for the WhatsApp. We look forward to your participation. Also a reminder at 7 p.m. immediately after this match, we've got game 4 of the FIBA Asia Cup 2021 qualifiers between Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Make sure you join us. An absolute thriller of an evening of basketball for you here, coming to you live from the Rafa Sports Club.
Big offensive rebound and step back from Gelati. He was Syria's leading scorer in the first window when he averaged 12 points as well as 4.5 rebounds. He did have 7 rebounds on Saturday, but he was held to 8 points off 3 of 11 shooting. The only score since the previous timeout. Although Trey Cal has earned himself a trip to the foul line, a university star for the San Diego State Aztecs before graduating in 2018. Fantastic first professional year last year. And the man who now coaches him on the national team for Syria as well, Joe Salerno. It's a 6-point game, 4 minutes of the first half to play. Cal has 16. Wide open, 3-point shot, far side goes for Iran. Another big basket from Rastampur. Another American-born player. Played 10 statless minutes on Saturday, Michael Rastampur, but he's been huge here in the second quarter for Iran. We secure a huge defensive rebound, up by 9, a chance to make it the largest lead now, despite that mini Syrian comeback from 10 down to 6. Any score here for coach Shakin Tab's team would make it the largest lead of the game. Hassan Zada. Jamshidi. Stepping into the edge of the paint, dishing off over the top of the shot blocker. Wouldn't fall though for Mirza Dalaposhti. Ball in the hands of Cal. Final 3 minutes of the first half. Cal to the far side. Drew the attention of the defense, moved it on. They don't take the outside shot though. Gelati wants to go one-on-one, hand in his face. Fouled on the 3-point shot and he put it in. A chance at a 4-point play. A moment of magic on the outside for coach Salerno and his team. Wael Gelati. He closes the gap from 9 down to 6 and a chance to take one more off the deficit at the strike. Mirzet El-Poshti, the guilty man for Iran. That's his 3rd personal foul as well. It's a 5-point game. Syria hanging around in the fights here towards the end of the second quarter. Jamshidi. Man of the moment for Iran is Rastampur. Passes on the responsibility this time, missed. Tipped across to Cal. Chance to make it a 1-possession game here. Trey Cal going to work on the perimeter. Moving it far side, passing on the responsibility. 3-point shot off the mark. Rebound secured by Iran. Approaching the final 2 minutes of the half. Missed from the foul line. It's got a bit erratic from Iran on offense. Syria trying to take advantage of that. Cal, 16 points in the half so far. Spins on the perimeter. And on the foul line to the elbow, takes the jumper, mid-range, knocks it down. Trey Cal again, 18 first half points. And Syria from 10 down have got within 3. And the turnover from Iran. Seconds later, they have completely lost their way. It's only their 4th turnover of the game. Such a sloppy one. Nothing sloppy about this offense from Caldo. Beautiful fadeaway jump shot from the elbow. Trey Callaghan prodding and probing. Looking for the handoff. Back from El Hamwi. Cal bounce pass to El Hamwi, picked off. They'll get it back though, Syria. Great work from Sadir, not giving up on the loose ball. And then a foul that will send Wael Gelati to the line because Iran are at the limit. Syria can get back within 1. 3rd foul on Yuk Khalid as well. So a couple of Iran's players picking up a 3rd foul. Benan Yuk Khalid is one of their key players, if not the key player. Led them in points, assists and steals on Saturday. The man at the line for Syria, Gelati, is the man who made that 4-point play not too long ago. Only shot 1 of 6 on the perimeter on Saturday, and then got that hotly contested 3-pointer to go a few moments ago. Fouled upon it by Mirzet Al-Poshti. He completed the 4-point play, but he's missed the first foul shot here. Gets the second. It's a 2-point game. Approaching the final minute of the second quarter. Pass back out from the baseline to the perimeter. Working hard to disrupt. Gelati doing his bit on defense as well. Syria really giving their all. Mashieki will inbound. Valpana, he'll take it for 3 and he gets it. Little hesitation in between 2 defenders, plenty of time on the shot clock. He just felt it. Quick pass to the far side, looking for the quick riposte, and they get it in the blink of an eye. And not just that, but a foul. What a response in lightning fast speed from Syria. Off the back of this 3 from Daval Pana. A chance for Syria's second 4-point play of the second quarter. Jamil Sadir goes to the Syrian bench. Basket converted by Anthony Bakar. A 4-point play for the man who only played 4 minutes in 1 game in the first window and just 2 minutes on Saturday. What a big intervention from the bench to help Joe Salerno's team. We're still seeing 38-40 on the scoreboard, although they've got the and 1 to go. If they called that a 2 plus 1. No, just a little late updating. And a technical as well has been called on Mehran Shahid Tab, I think. One technical on each bench here in the first half. And this will allow Syria to tie if they can convert. And they do, just about. I think there's also been a regular foul committed, and Iran are at the foul limit, so we'll see the technical there tie the game at 40-40. And Anthony Bakar now at the line for 2, is he? No. So 40-40 the score with 40 seconds to play. Try and get that sorted out for you in a moment, but Iran on the attack at the moment. Then a foul on Al-Hamwi. It's only Syria's second of the quarter. And so they made the three to get back within two. And there was a foul called away from the ball for 2 extra foul shots. And there was a technical in there as well. So we ended up seeing 3 free throws from Bakar. There's a little bit of afters between Al-Hamwi and Mashieki. It's pretty ferocious and feisty here in the first half between Syria and Iran. 40-40, 37 seconds to play. Syria's only lead was with the first score of the game. Pana foul on the perimeter, Syria's third foul. First on Al-Jabi. We'll have a timeout with 34.4 seconds to play in the second. Syria have come from 10 down to tie.
The score remains at 40 all. A thrilling match here on center court between the Islamic Republic of Iran and Syria. Iran, of course, playing in their traditional red, and Syria running from right to left in their white attire. This is the FIBA Asia Cup 2021 qualifiers window to game 3. Make sure that you stay with us. Immediately after this match, we've got the host nation Qatar. They will face Saudi Arabia in what will be a must-win for both teams. They want to keep their hope of the qualifiers alive.
It has been so tight and so tense. Both benches hit with the technical. That was the one on Mehran Shahintab on the Iran bench. Joe Salerno's Syria from 10 down to tie. They did have another 2-point lead. It was the first score of the game, got them up by 2, and then they were up 7-5 as well. But all of their previous leads coming in the first quarter. Six on the shot clock. Iran looking to get themselves back ahead. In traffic, will it go? The tip will. A big intervention around the rim from Torabi. Iran by 2. 3-point shot for the lead. No. Rebound secured underneath by Torabi again. And a chance for the final score of the first half for Iran. Offensive rebound wouldn't go. They get another, and they miss it, and that will do it for a thrilling second. And what a first half. Syria coming from 10 down to tie. Iran, though, nudging themselves back ahead before the main break.
42-40 over Syria.
At half-time, Syria 40, Iran 42. Look at the numbers. 3-point shooting, keeping Syria close along with their ability to get to the foul line. Iran's 2-point shooting percentage has fallen though. Rebounding numbers pretty even as well. Iran have moved the ball for 4 more assists. Syria have had 3 more turnovers. They only trail by 2. 18 points for Cal. 12 of those came in the first quarter to lead all scorers in the game. A couple of players for Iran on 8 points. Such a tight first half. It was a 21-21 first quarter. Largest lead was 5 for Iran. Syria with a couple of 2-point leads. And the second quarter was just about as tight. Cal leading the way of all scorers with those 18 points, had a couple of dunks. It was a 19-21 second quarter. Iran just edging it with the final score. So just a 2-point lead at the half. Both teams have knocked down 5 threes. Iran have had a bit more presence on the interior, capped by that highlight reel throw down from Hassan Zada. But Syria have got to the line to make more free throws. And they're pretty much neck and neck heading into the third quarter. Syria heavily reliant on Trey Cal to score in the first quarter. Got more players involved in the second. And that I think was to their benefit, and will be the longer the game goes on. That was Kel's second dunk. Trumping the first in transition. He's 5 of 6 from 2-point range and hit 1 3 as well. 5 of 6 from the line. Trey Cal for those 18 points in 17.5 minutes. That man there, Michael Rastampur, came into the game to great effect in the second quarter for Iran and jointly leads them on 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 5 rebounds to lead them in that category as well, and a blocked shot. Cal going down, feeling his shoulder. Seems to be okay, and Syria are certainly okay. And they're breathing down the necks of the 3-time continental champions Iran. What a shot this was, the 4-point play from Wael Gelati. And Syria reeled Iran back in from 10 down. His team very much in with a shout at causing a big upset to finish the second window, especially if this man can continue to fire. Cal guarded so tightly, but better offense always beats good defense. Rapana with the 3 for Iran. That was instantly cancelled out though, with a 3 at the other end for Syria. And not just that, but one that led to free throws as well. And what a basket for Anthony Bakar. He played just 6 minutes total in this qualifying campaign before tonight. A couple of players on 8 points, as we've talked about, for Iran. We'll focus on Yuk Khalid, who's got 8 along with Michael Rastampur. His 8 coming in 11.5 minutes. He's 3 of 5 from the field, including that 3. 1 of 2 on the outside, 2 of 3 on the inside. Although he has picked up 3 personal fouls in the first half. And that's been a bit of a problem for Iran in general as a team. They've also got Mirzate Al-Poshti on 3 fouls. And there's one out-and-out standout scorer in this ball game. Trey Cal set the tone early on, letting the Iranian defense know he's there. Aggressive offense, pinpoint shooting. 12 of those 18 points coming in the first quarter. He started to get his teammates involved a little bit more in the second as well. A couple of big dunks in transition. He's got 4 rebounds and an assist on his stat line too. And just the 1 foul. He picked up the foul in the opening few minutes and hasn't crucially committed a second. So he can play with a bit of freedom in terms of his aggression and physicality. when this game resumes for the third quarter. His 18 points coming in 17.5 minutes, 6 of 9 shooting from the field, 5 of 6 from the stripe. Backed by this big dunk off the feed from Janet.
Down the middle. Oh, baby! Are you serious? Hassan Sadeh with no regard. I mean, goes down the middle. You gotta love this guy. Unbelievable.
2 games in qualifying all the way back in February, and that is a cheap turnover. That is what they cannot afford to do. And it's going to be thrown down by Mohamed Hamoda.
Nice little roll. And the elevation! What a finish! Off 2 feet, switches hands. Great finish from him. Really impressive. Prosper shots up off the side of the backboard, but he gets his own rebound. And Prosper! Big time dunk from Lester Prosper. Pass, only one winner here. Aldawich gets it, goes in, runs it down and one. Sergio Aldawich.
Welcome back to Qatar, where we've got a tight game on our hands here in Group E of the Asia Cup qualifiers. Just a 2-point Iran lead as they look to maintain their 100% record in qualifying and book their ticket officially for the tournament finals in 2022. We'll have a look at their game leaders. 8 points for Rastanpur to go along with the 8 of Yuk Shalit. 5 rebounds for Rastanpur as well. 4 assists for Davar Pana. Michael Rastanpur did a great job in that second quarter. He played 10 scoreless minutes on Saturday. And that man there, Yuk Shalit, tying him on 8 points. A rebound and a steal on his stat line as well, but also crucially 3 fouls for the man that scored 27 points. And had 9 assists and 4 steals in the win in Game 3 on Saturday. This is Trey Cattle's team for Syria. What a first half he's had 18 points, 4 rebounds for Marjana, along with 4 assists to help facilitate Trey Kell. He struggled on Saturday, Marjana. He's 10 points coming off 14 shots, and he only had 1 rebound and 1 assist, but he's found a good relationship with Trey Kell here in game 4, only the second time they're playing together, of course. Kell arriving for this second window to play under his club coach Joe Salerno, hoping to carry Syria to the 2022 Asia Cup. A win here for Syria in this game against Iran would be gigantic. It would put them to 2-2, but also they would have already played Iran twice and not have to play them again in this qualification campaign. They finished the campaign in the 3rd window in February against Saudi Arabia and Qatar, and what a great position they would be in to try and ensure they don't finish as the bottom team in the group, but even to try and finish in the top 2 to go straight through to the tournament finals rather than through an extra qualification round. Iran know they're pretty much there. I think at 3-0 they only need 1 more win, and that's just to mathematically confirm their place. They are as good as at the tournament finals already, but they want to complete the job here in game 4. That's the plan for the Iranian program, to officially book their place at the tournament finals, and then when it gets to the 3rd window in February, they want to change at least half of the team and give younger players minutes. It's something they won't be able to do if they don't come through in this one in the end. Wahab Al-Hamwi rallying the troops. They are well in this ball game. Here we go then, Syria 40, Iran 42. Start of the second half, Trey Kell with 18 points for Syria. After 35 on Saturday. He's added a new dimension, a new quality to this Syrian side from the one that competed in the first window and against Iran back in game 1 when they lost by 46 points. They start the third quarter here only trailing to the same opponents by 2. Iran with the ball. And the baseline will remain in possession, but Syria packing the paint and will work hard and will have to be defensively dogged and diligent. It was Cal getting back, rejecting from behind. Wide open three. Off the mark, offensive rebound, balancing the baseline, moving it back though. Jamshidi, a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Back out, will they take another three? No. Into the paint, in traffic, kicked out. They will take the three. Davar Pana hit one in the first half, can't hit here at the start of the second. Swiftly down the floor for Syria as they look to tie it up or maybe even take their first lead since the first quarter. And they have the opportunity to do that. Anthony Bakar, a chance at a three-point play. 7 points for him. Having hardly played in this campaign before today. The long left arm with the layup and a chance to complete the three-point play, and he does to get Syria ahead. 43-42. They've come from 10 down to lead, their first lead since the first. Little up fake, and then the foul on the shot. So Iran will go to the line for two. Well, Gelati's not too happy about the call. Syria have spread their fouls around. Only Al Hamwi on two. 6 other players on one. The second one goes for Jamshidi. 43-43. Trap on the far side, away from the double team. Sadir out to the near side. Salah moves it on. It's Cal for three. Falls short. Iran will come away with it. That pace as well. Little Euro step back out, turns it over. Now a chance in transition for Syria. They're there at the back, Iran, and Syria make it count. It's Anthony Bakar again. Off this turnover. Bakar's up to double figures. Jamshidi out to the near side. Good pass, three-point shot. Left of the basket, flying rebound. Can't connect though, Hassan Zada. Syria by 2, quick pass down the floor. They're in behind again. They've scored again. Largest lead for Syria at 4. They've come from 10 down to do it. Well, Gelati acknowledging the pass from his teammate. Instant reply though from Iran. They halve the deficit back down to 2. Ramipur, who started the game well and then got into foul trouble. 6 points for him now. He's back on playing on 3 fouls. Shot clock's down to the final 4 seconds here. Contested three-point shot wide of the basket, saved on the baseline. Turned over into the hands of Iran though. Jamshidi passes over between the legs, in front of the body, onto the left, kicks to the corner, three-point shot. Iran will drop their back ahead. And these two trading blows. Hassan Zada with the corner triple. Syria's 3 off the mark, offensive rebound Sadir though. And slicing right down the lane to score, Tofek Salah. These two trading blows and trading leads. Fascinating start to the third quarter. 49-48. Here's the score. And that means that Syria have already scored more points than they did in the first meeting against Iran back on game 1. They'll have a chance to add a couple more with Trey Cal going to the line here. They finished that game with 48 points. To lose it by 46, they've got 49 here. We're only a few minutes into the second half. Well, the ball's gone against Syria, much to the dismay of Cal and his head coach, Salerno. Oh, two-handed throw-down attempt didn't go. He wants a foul, doesn't get it. Hassan Zada, who had a wonderful one-handed hammer in the first half. Nice flash to the basket. And that time the foul is on the defense. Second foul called on Mashieki. After a series of baskets for both teams and a series of lead changes, we've had a little scoring drought. Syria a chance to change that from the line with Jamil Sada. So Syria by 3. Going to the line on a regular basis to shoot 74% off 19 attempts. Three-point shot. Yuk Khalid halfway down, back out again. Tipped by El Hamwi. And Syria then an offensive foul called at centre court. Jamshidi getting his body in the way and his feet planted to put the foul on Gelati. Let's have a look at the feet of Mohamed Jamshidi. He's shuffling to the side. And foul called on the Syrian player. Far side, three-point shot, won't go down. And Hamwi grabbing the ball on the baseline, giving to Cal. Syria by 3. Trey Cal to the near side, wide open. Bakar, he's had the hot hand here in the third quarter. Grabs the rebound. Al Hamwi wanting to hand it off with that long limb to Cal. Cal, left hand dribble drive, gets all the way through and scores. Trey Cal, and Syria have their largest lead at 5, and he's up to 20. 7 of 11 from the field. 20 fairly efficient points. Turn around, get back on track. Tough shot over the top of Al Hamwi, but it goes over the top of the 7'3" centre. Big basket for Mohamed Jamshidi. 3 points the gap across the midway point of the third quarter. Level in so many categories, pretty much level in terms of points in the paint. 22-24. Out of bounds in favour of Syria. 6 left on the shot clock. Bakar to inbound. Cal has 20. Bakar's been the unlikely hero, but what a shot from Trey Cal. Putting on his hero's cape and drilling another. 23 for Cal. Syria by 6. Off the mark for Iran. Rebound Al Hamwi. Releases Bakar. Here they come again. In transition, looking to stretch this lead. Bakar wouldn't quite go down. Despite the aggressive offense, it was so close. They spread the floor around, swing it around to Yuk Khalid, who was looking to the far side, but he's called for a travel and turns it over. We're going to have a change here, 3.5 minutes to play of the third. Syria up by 6. And Iran turning the ball over. They haven't committed many turnovers tonight. Wide open three. Doesn't go. That would have made it a 9-point lead. Iran let off the hook. Jamshidi to the far side. They fake the extra pass, go back out. Jamshidi again, long range two with a hand in his face, knocks it down. We've seen some big shots from Jamshidi over the last couple of minutes to try and keep Iran in the ball game. He's up to 8 points. Al-Jabi to Cal. What a big shot he conjured up a few moments ago. Al-Jabi, oh, he was whacked as he released the shot just after it though. 4-point Syrian lead. Wide open near side is Zouk Khalid. Gets it eventually. Plenty of time to think about it. Maybe too much time. Cal behind the back, shakes off the defense, takes on the long range two. Misses that one. The man who's got 23 points so far tonight. Iran trying to settle it down now, using the experience of Jamshidi, the 29-year-old guard. Istanbul knocked out of bounds and they'll turn it over. Well, they were convinced that the final touch was off Syrian fingertips. Two officials over on that side of the floor felt otherwise. Al-Jabi out, they threaten the three. Wanted the foul, doesn't get it, still able to pick up the ball off the broken play, off the window, wouldn't fall though. To Cheikh Ali. Another Panard to the far side. Outside shot falls short. Oh, battling on the boards to try and recover the loose ball, and then had the ball thrown at him as the Iranian player went out of bounds. Trying to deflect it back off the Syrian man. Real scrap for possession. Each and every possession you feel is huge. It is still Iranian ball, 98 seconds to play. Ramipour's gone to the bench. Off the inbound pass, and a trip to the line for Rastanpour. Confirmation of a third foul on Al-Hamwi. For Iran, Ramipour's gone to the bench, having not picked up any more fouls. He had 3 in the first half. Chance for double figures here for Michael Rastanpour. 10 points, 6 rebounds and a block for him now. Syria by 2, Cal to the baseline. Have to be careful not to step on it, almost turned the ball over with the passing lanes blocked off as well. They do turn it over, double dribble in the end on the far side, suffocating Iranian defense. And they have a chance to tie or maybe take the lead from 6 down. Joe Salerno very animated. Knows that they've put so much in, got themselves into such a good position, but it could so legitimately yet slip. Final seconds of the shot clock. Kick to the side, time for the extra pass, 3-point shot. They used every millisecond, but Dava Panart couldn't knock it down. That would have given Iran the lead. Cal. Nurjanet taking the long 2. Misses it, rebound secured by Iran. Mshidi deflected back, a chance in transition now. Al Jabi passed slightly behind it, using his body to try and protect the ball. Plenty of contact as he went down to the deck and he's holding his head. Tarek Al Jabi hit really hard by the defense. Have a look at this. To reel it in, attack. Rastanpour came swiping across from the side, aggressive defense. Caught him across the face on the way down as well. It's the top of the head even. Rastanpour's credit, he goes across straight away to make sure his opponent is okay. Just a regular foul. It was hard basketball though. Have a look at this foul again. There's a legitimate attempt to play the ball, but he gets nowhere near it, and he goes with excessive force. And then catches the top of the head of his opponent rather dangerously. We are going to have a look at it on the video. Only called a regular foul initially. We'll see what the officials think. That was a hard foul. And dangerous given they were mid-air and Al Jabi had his head caught on the way down. If they're calling an unsportsmanlike foul, it'd be free throws and possession for Syria, as opposed to just the free throws. And they have them, and rightly so. Good officiating there, using the video, all of the tools at their disposal. The fast break happened so quickly, it was so hard to see. A big moment for Syria, and a big reward for Tarek Al Jabi, who showed absolutely no fear. At just 183, one of the smallest players on the court. Only had one thought in mind: attack the basket aggressively. And the reward is 2 free throws and possession now for Syria. Coach Salerno's team up by 4. Final 30 seconds of the third. Janet to inbound. So Cal always the target, using the screen of the big centre. Cal on the bounce in between a couple of defenders. Tough shot, rebound. Al Hamwi trying to squeeze it up off the mark. Shot clock turned off at the end of the third. The Ram will hope to hold it for the final shot of the quarter, down by 4. They've led by as many as 10. Syria have led by as many as 6. Bounce pass lurking on the baseline. Rastanpour, he's fouled hard now. The man who dished out the big contact at the other end a few seconds ago. This time the foul is on Abdul Wahab Al Hamwi. Making sure that Rastanpour couldn't convert. Slamming the defensive door quite literally in his face. Hamwi to the bench, Rastanpour to the line. That was the 4th foul on Al Hamwi, so 1 more and he is done. Rastanpour's the leading scorer for Iran, has 11 points now. He's a perfect 3 of 3 from the stripe, 6 rebounds and a block on his stat line too. Misses the second though, his first miss from the line. There's a whistle as he grabbed the offensive rebound. 3.4 seconds to play in the quarter. Ran down by 3. Blow to the head of Al Hamwi. They look pretty high to catch him on the head. So they grab the rebound, Iran. But illegally so. The ball will be in the hands of Syria. This ball game has had a bit of everything, hasn't it? Hard fouls, outside shooting, big dunks, scoring swings. Big officiating calls as well. Looks like they called a jump ball initially. We'll see what the outcome of this is. The largest lead for either team has been 10 points. Between two, it was separated by 46 points back in game one. Both players go early and there's plenty of contact and jockeying and jostling for position. I saw there the official indicated the jump ball. It is instead an inbounding situation. They changed the clock, turned over off the inbound pass, three-point shot, doesn't go down, and Syria get away with it. They had 4 seconds to come to the final shot of the quarter and almost put it on a plate for Iran. But no further score. What a quarter though, ultimately for Syria, an 18-13 quarter for them to lead 58-55. They came from 10 down. They've got 10 minutes to try and see this one through for a giant upset win. Iran shooting the better percentage still on the inside. Syria better on the perimeter. Iran a torrid 24% of 25 attempts.
Qatar Olympic Committee. Special thanks to the Qatar basketball.
Syria making and taking plenty of free throws as well. They fell down by 10. You thought Iran were going to pull away then. But Syria have shown not just their quality but their character, especially this man, Anthony Barker, who's backed up Trey Cowell with some big plays. Barker with 10 points, 4 rebounds. Iran still have so many weapons, but haven't protected the ball well there at all. Barker in transition with the basket as part of that comeback for Syria. I have to imagine that Iran will bounce back and produce a better fourth quarter after their worst quarter of the game so far, scoring just 13 points. But Syria have been pretty consistent throughout, particularly on offense. 21 points in the first, 19 in the second, 18 in the third. They have put themselves into a wonderful position from which to try and move 2-2 over the first 4 games, and from which to try and hand around their first defeat of this campaign. Trey Cowell leading all scorers still with 23 points. 5 of them coming in that quarter. I think the big difference here tonight for Syria on game day 4 as opposed to game day 3 when Trey Cowell joined the team is it's not just been the Trey Cowell show tonight. He's picked his moments to pounce wisely, been efficient, and allowed others to take responsibility at the right times too. He found the balance tonight. Three from the corner would have tied it for Iran. And 4 3-point shooting continues for them. 6 of 26 now. Janet Jabi had that huge drive to the basket. He drew the unsportsmanlike foul towards the end of the third. He misses that long-range jumper. Offensive rebound for Syria though. Doing a much better job in that regard on the boards tonight as well. Iran battling for the loose ball and get it. Still no score here in the fourth. Syria by 3, 9 minutes to play. Khalid passing on. Screen comes out to the perimeter. Too long from Jamshidi. Janet to the far side. Salah running interference on the perimeter. Lane opens up. A big red wall to try and plough through those. Shot off the mark, and now a chance for Iran in transition. Mid-range shot, Khalid. They played 90 seconds, plenty of action, plenty of shots here in the fourth, still no points. Tarek Al-Jabi, the 30-year-old, handing off to Merjana, the 36-year-old point guard who gets it back. Looks to blaze inside, tried to dish it across to Sadir. Hands up in the way to block it though. Khalid, low catch, far side. Oh, lovely move in between two defenders and the score. Delightful step-through move on the far side of the paint. Mohamed Jamshidi. It's double figures for him as well as 7 assists tonight. First score of the fourth quarter took 2 minutes. Ran back within 1. Now trying to get free to receive it. Spins baseline, draws the double team, looks back out. Chocolate winding down, defense flew past the offense. Composure on the perimeter, but not the precision from Sadir. Syria still wait their first score of the fourth. Jamshidi, defense up in the air, underarm layup foul. It's from Sadir, who missed the 3 at the other end. And 2 signs that Jamshidi is going to start to take control for Iran. He misses the free throw. A concern for Syria here, as I talked about their offensive consistency through the opening 30 minutes. It's now nearly 3 minutes here in the fourth without a single point. Thankfully for them, Iran have only been able to get 3. We're level, 58-58. Trey Cal. The new Syrian star draws the double team again, passes on the responsibility. He resists the temptation to pull the trigger on the outside. Salah didn't want to take the shot. Shot clock's winding down. They're going to have to put up something contested now at the last millisecond. They got it away in time and got it back. Offensive rebound, Gelati. Fine margins. Jabi to the far side. Cal for 3. Got it! Trey Cal. Contested on the perimeter. 26 points tonight. He's 3 of 6 on the outside. Syria by 3. Perfect response from Iran. Dava Panar from the far side ties us up. 9 points for him. Cal crossing over towards the edge of the paint, mid-range this time, too long. Offensive tip though. That is invaluable for Syria. Salah battling on the boards, helping to solve a problem that's plagued them through this campaign. Khalid takes it from the stripe and knocks it down, and the 2 offenses are firing on all cylinders again. 10 points for Khalid. 63-63, 5.5 to play. Gelati. Far side is Sadir. Gives it to Cal. 26 tonight for Trey Cal. There's a foul there. These points have come with a little spurt in the first quarter and then dotted about at the perfect points really through the second and third. I just wonder if there's going to be another scoring spurt in the fourth for Cal. Clearly their go-to guy. But so much gravity as well to draw the double teams and triple teams, and got to pick the right passes to teammates that will be open. Cal the crossover into the lane, into traffic. He got fouled, taking on just about everybody. Beats one on the crossover, runs into a pack of three more defenders, and he gets the shot away as he gets the contact, so he'll go to the line for two. Excellent offense and aggression and bravery from Trey Cal. He's been even more efficient this evening than he was on Saturday. 28 points now, 9 of 16 from the field, 7 of 8 from the line. Syria by 2. Right on the midway point of the final quarter. Yuk Shalid passes off, 3-point shot, Rastampur, back iron, big towering take, Mirza Dalaposhti, offensive rebound, second shot scoring opportunity won't go. How about third time lucky? Free shot from the elbow, and around back level again. Davar Pana, who's stepped up, he's got 11 points now. Cal. That's the right pass into the corner, wide open three, doesn't go though for Chekali. That's what Cal can do in terms of giving his teammates open shots. Won't go off the strike for Yuk Shalid. Another offensive rebound for Iran though after 2 on the previous sequence. There's a foul, 4 minutes to play, 65-65. Tough to take for the coach and the player. Tarek Al-Jabi with the foul, which is Syria's third of the fourth quarter. Iran have had 2. Into the corner to Davar Pana. Yuk Shalid takes the contested 3, knocked down to the deck, another offensive rebound, but a push. So a foul on Saeed Davar Pana, Iran's third foul. It's that left hand into the small of the back of Anthony Bakar. Decision applauded by coach Joe Salerno. He's hanging on every call, every play, every shot right now. Knows his team have put so much in to get themselves into this position. Cal dishes around the corner, on the reverse, pretty finish, Bakar. Some Syrian sorcery from Trey Cal and Anthony Bakar, the two players who've had big games. Which way is that going to go? Syrian possession by the looks of it. Up by 2 and with the ball. The long limbs of Al-Hamwi, who's playing on 4 fouls, getting in the way. Jamshidi took on the giant who wasn't budging. Bakar and Cal now, by the way, have combined for 40 of Syria's 67 points. 28 for Cal, 12 for Bakar. And Cal has started assisting his teammates more. That was his 4th assist. Around Al-Hamwi's screen. Cal, step back, 3-point shot. Not this time for him. He had shot 3 of 6 on the outside before that miss. Blazing down the baseline, running into traffic again, Yuk Shalid. as we enter the final 3 minutes. Sheikh Ali this time getting straight up with both hands. And then Cal, I think it was, who batted it back beyond the baseline from behind. Look at Syria putting everything into this. And they've got the possession as well. Trey Cal, that's the second time at least I can think of him making a block from behind. It's not just about his scoring ability. Doing more than his bit on defense as well. Timeout called with 2 minutes and 56 seconds to play. Syria 67, around 65.
Don't forget to stay with us immediately after this match. The host nation, Qatar, will take on Saudi Arabia in a must-win situation.
That was delightful, wasn't it? Al Hamwi into Cal, into Bakar. Fourth assist for Cal. Bakar's fourth field goal. Through that double team and the baseline burst from Bakar to make himself available, and then the ability to keep his cool, travelling under the rim to finish on the reverse. Clenched fist, beat of the air from Joe Salerno, the coach. That basket sees Syria ahead, 67-65 into the final 3 minutes. On the move, high press, he plays out of it. Now Jabi, able to settle off the back of the timeout despite the press from around. Now Jabi taking his time. Crossing over, going to work, trying to go one-on-one. Dishes off, oh, and the hammer home! Abdul Wahab Al Hamwi, the giant centre with the giant dunk. Syria by 4 as they look to take down the continental giants of Iran. Still Iran ball. What a play. Off the back of the timeout, that was. As drawn up by Coach Salerno. Well, Jabi knew exactly where he wanted to go, where he wanted to put it, and that was into the hands of Al Hamwi. And there it was a case of just get out of the way for the Iranian defense. Shot off the mark from the corner. Here comes Cal, far side. They'll slow it down, put the brakes on, take their time as we get set to enter the final 2 minutes. His pass to the corner, three-point shot would be huge, doesn't go. For Bakar. What an effort on the boards though to go up and grab it for Sheikh Ali. He was clattered mid-air. And fouled. So Syria still have the ball. Shot clock reset to 14. Al Hamwi off the back of that wonderful dunk. Can't score the layup. Only a 4-point game, 100 seconds to play. Far side it goes. Three-point shooting has been Iran's Achilles heel. They try and get inside. Nice bounce pass. Lurking on the baseline was Mezet Al-Poshti, and he'll go to the line. And this is tantalizingly poised, going right down to the wire. It's been fast and ferocious and feisty throughout the entire contest. Emotions running high. Coach Salerno trying to keep his cool. Can Iran keep their cool at the stripe? They're 10 of 13 there so far. Zeytal Al-Poshti hits the first. That was his first attempt from the line. Man who's only got the 3 points tonight. He's been playing in foul trouble. Got 4 fouls on his stat line. Gets them both. It halves the deficit. A minute and a half to play, 69-67. Cal. Again around press but have to retreat. Any further fouls might the defense will send the opposition offense to the foul line for the remainder now. Trey Cal looking to work with the screen of Sadir. He moves away. Cal draws the defense, goes across to the far side into traffic, and the teardrop will fall in a sea of red. Tarek Al-Jabi with a huge shot. Syria by 4. Final minute of the game. Iran's 100% record on the line. Hard foul underneath as Rastampur look to attack. It's on Sadir, so Rastampur will go to the line. Syria have just been excellent here tonight. Jabi has really stepped up as well in this second half. Only a couple of baskets, but both of them have been huge. The one where he got clobbered across the head and drew the unsportsmanlike foul, and then that one. There's the foul on the attack from Rastampur, and they're going to look at that one on the video. Now this could be a huge call if they decide that that's an unsportsmanlike. The defense went with both hands, one hand firmly on the ball, one hand caught the top of the head of Rastampur. Watch it here, it's number 11, goes at both hands and then brings them down across the face. I think it's that flailing, trailing left arm across the face on the way down. Nothing wrong with the initial attempt at the strip mid-air. It's Jamal Sadir. Hands firmly on the ball, and as he tries to rip it away, he swipes down across the face. Just there. And having a good long look at it. We've seen Syria get the benefit of an unsportsmanlike already in this second half. As I was just talking about, Tarek Al-Jabi, who attacked strong and got knocked down mid-air. Right, the call. It is an unsportsmanlike foul on Jamil Sadir with only 51.6 seconds to play. What a turning point that could be. Coach Salerno can only hang his head in disbelief and try and encourage his team to put that disappointment behind them. Foul shots and possession for Iran, but they missed the first. Michael Rastampur. That means they'll still trail by 3, even if he gets the second, which he does. So they can only tie with a 3-pointer hit. Syria just have to try and dig in and play defense. Oh, wonderful Euro step, slicing the defense apart from Mohamed Jamshidi. He went through the gears, turned on the afterburners and turned on the style. Syria by 1, 71-70. They play out of the press to the far side. Strong attack, knocked away mid-air. Plenty of time left on the shot clock. Pass out of the double team. Cal attacking and fouled on his route to the rim, and he's down her. Trey Cal will go to the line if he can summon the power. It was his fall and collapse down onto his left leg, I think, that caused the problem rather than the upper body contact that time. Really nice pass out of the double team from Sadir. And this is a feisty, aggressive, heated finish. And it's going right down to the wire. Two sets of players putting it all on the line for a chance to go to the 2022 Asia Cup. Trey Cal hitting the first, the second puts them back ahead by 3. And he does. He's 9 of 10 from the line tonight, as well as 9 of 17 from the field. Clutch foul shots to take him to 30 for the second time in this window. 35 points on Saturday in defeat on his debut, and then 30 points in what he will hope is a huge win this evening. Timeout with 30.7 seconds to play. Syria by 3. Iran potentially set to lose their first game of this campaign and miss the chance to officially book their ticket at the Asia Cup before the final qualifying window. For Syria, this would be ginormous. There's plenty walking wounded tonight. The basketball court has been turned into a battlefield. It's been a wonderful watch. And there's a dramatic final 30.7 seconds to come. Iran have the ball down by 3. Jamshidi to inbound. 12 on the shot clock. Jamshidi. Plenty of movement in the offense off the back of the timeout. Jamshidi trying to bundle his way to the basket. They want to travel, they get it as well. Jamshidi forced into the turnover. Off the back of the timeout. Excellent defense, sticking with him like glue from Omar Sheikh Ali. Look what it means to Syria. Huge celebrations over the court just to get back the possession. With the shot clock turned off now at the end of the game. Syria up by 3. And we'll go back to the 2 benches. Timeout call by coach Joe Salerno. His team can sense it, can smell it, can almost touch it. What would be a huge win on the road to the 2022 Asia Cup. He'll try and draw something up to make it a 2-possession game. Any score would accomplish that and give them a great deal of control over the final seconds. They can wind the clock down now as well. They'll try and take as much time as they possibly can, because they have the lead. Iran will obviously be looking for the steal, and if they can't get it and too much time is taken off, they'll need to foul. But a 3-point lead for Syria is crucial as well, because it means that even if Iran get the ball back, Syria could then opt to foul and only give Iran the 2 free throws. They play out to the press. They move it on to the near side. Precious seconds ebbing away. Syria to the far side, have to be careful with the ball. It's into the hands of their main man, Kel. He's trapped far sideline and a foul. So Trey Cal goes to the line to try and make it a 2-possession game with 11.7 seconds to play. They foul the man. who's 9 of 10 from the stripe and had a 30-point night. They're itching to celebrate on the Syrian bench. They have to just hold off a moment. Maybe they can celebrate a little more now because it's a 2-possession lead for Syria. Cal keeps his cool and makes them both. 11 of 12 from the line tonight. Syria up by 5. Under 12 seconds to play. Timeout called on the Iranian bench. Coach Joe Salerno and his team are within touching distance of a huge upset win. That is exactly what they wanted. Off the back of the previous timeout to move the ball, take seconds away, and ultimately get it into the hands of Trey Cal. So Iran need a lightning-fast score. 11.7 seconds is still a decent amount of time. Off the back of the timeout, they will look to get as quick a score as they possibly can just to keep it alive. This team is so tantalizingly close, though. They advance the ball into the front court, Iran. Can they get somebody free off the inbound? Jamshidi to get the ball in. Don't want to take too many seconds off the clock. There's the 3 from deep, doesn't go. Rebound, Trey Cal with the towering take. Now they can celebrate. Look at the celebrations on the Syrian bench. Trey Cal on a 32-point night grabs the big rebound. A remarkable Syrian comeback from 10 down to beat previously unbeaten Iran. And Cal was fouled on the rebound as well, his 8th of the game. It's 32 points, 8 boards and 4 assists, and the 2 blocks from behind from Trey Cal, who has done a bit of everything. But it's far from just been about him. He's combined really well with his teammates today as well. A 7-point lead. This one is done. Syria summon their superpowers to down one of the superpowers of continental basketball. Look what it means to the Syrian camp as they go 2-2 for this qualifying campaign, and know that they are within touching distance, maybe just one more win away from a place at the 2022 Asia Cup. And there's their superhero, Trey Cal. 34 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists and 2 blocks tonight. And they're not just 2-2, but they're 2-2 having already played both of their games against Iran. Iran fall to 3-1. But there's certainly the sense that Syria are going to ride this wave of momentum all the way to the 2022 Asia Cup. They beat Iran by 7, 77-70. One of the great wins for Syrian basketball here. very much on the up under coach Joe Salerno, and with their new recruit Trey Cal, but so many others produced wonderful games here tonight as well. 12 points for Anthony Bakar, many of them coming in the second half. He was their second top scorer. They had 9 from Gilati, including an incredible 4-point play. 6 rebounds, 4 assists for Merjana in 10.5 minutes. And the big centre Al-Hamwi with a huge dunk. 4 rebounds, 2 blocks and a steal. Trey Cal steals the spotlight, but it's a Syrian story of success for this basketball program under coach Joe Salerno. A look at the numbers and a look in the background at the celebrations that continue here in Qatar. Free throws crucial, 24 of 29 from the stripe in the end. Cal had 13 of those off 14 attempts. They win it despite 4 extra turnovers in the game. They win the battle on the boards, including 13 offensive rebounds, something that they hadn't been able to do very well through previous games in this campaign. 34 points from Cal, backed up by those I've already talked about. And Iran fall to defeat despite those 3 players, and in fact 4 altogether, scoring in double figures. A look at the group. Iran should still be okay, but need the 3rd window to secure their place at the 2022 Asia Cup. Syria up to 2nd at 2-2. And they know that they will be 1 win ahead of one of those 2 other teams by the time this 2nd window is done, having already got both of their games against Iran out the way. Qatar against Saudi Arabia comes on this court later this evening, and they are the 2 teams that Syria will face in the 3rd window in February. It's been a pleasure having your company for this one. We'll see you next time in this qualification campaign. And first, before we go, a look at the highlights. And Bakar getting in. Getting around the defense. A 3-point play for him. He was huge in the second half. The player who only played 6 minutes in total over the first 3 games. Iran getting a 3-point shot to go there, but that was one of their downfalls. They shot just 7 of 33 on the outside for 21% through the game. How good was Syria, particularly in the second half? The way they stuck with Iran through the first half when it was so evenly matched, and then they fell down by 10. Were able to claw their way back into contention and got even better after the main break. Trey Cal, hotly contested 3-point shot drop for him, one of his 3 on the outside tonight. But it was an 18-13 third quarter for Syria, and then a 19-15 fourth. Iran looked to battle back with the help of an unsportsmanlike foul down the final stretch, which may have turned the tide back in their favour, but Syria stood tall, dug their heels in, and continued to fire. Trey Cal's points coming off 17 field goal attempts, knocking down 9 of them, including those 3 threes, and then 13 of 14 from the foul line for his 34 points in 35.5 minutes. And that was beautiful basketball, that one of his 4 assists. Into Bakar, their 2nd leading scorer. Showing there, more than any other play, how much it was all about the team and not just about Trey Cal tonight. Beautiful team basketball from coach Joe Salerno's set of players, who got much better here after Trey Cal joined them. They lost game 3. A little bit of extra time to get to know each other. And plenty of promise moving forward now for them through the rest of this campaign and into that 3rd window in February. We thought that might have been it for them when the unsportsmanlike was called against them in the final minute, but they recovered, as they did time and time again through the course of the game. They forced the travel and the turnover. The defense from Sheikh Ali, and they went on to finish the job with Trey Cal at the stripe. Wonderful scenes in Qatar, where Syria go 2-2 and knock Iran down to 3-1.